Well, I am on, I think, and I'm still trying to learn the streets of New York. So, is it Daniel, I think, that wanted me to learn it. I can do it. I can do the first verse. I can do the first verse with guitar. I can't do the rest. And hi, Daniel. I know you're on too. And hi, Troy. So I'll just do that much. Still working on the other parts. I was 18 years old when I went down to Dublin with a fistful of money and a cartload of dreams. Take your time, said me father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all is not what it seems to be. For there's fellas who'd cut you for the coat on your back, or the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, me young bucko, and mind yourself well, and will you give this wee note to me brother? At the time, Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn, and me father, the youngest, looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said, send the lad over, and the old fella said, sure wouldn't do any harm. For I spent me life working this dirty old ground for a few pints of porter and the smell of a pound. And sure maybe there's something you'll learn or you'll see, and you can bring it back home, make it easy on me. Now the rest I could probably do a cappella, Acapulco. I could try. So I landed at Kennedy, and a big yellow taxi carried me and me bags through the streets and the rain. Well, me poor heart was pumping around with excitement, and I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. We came in the short parkway to the flatlands of Brooklyn, to me uncle's apartment on East 53rd. I was feeling so happy, I was humming a song, and I sang, you're as free as a bird. Well, to shorten the story, what I found out that day was that Benji got shot in a downtown foray. Sorry guys, just realized my other screen was not on. And while I was flying me way to New York, poor Benji was lying in a cold city morgue. Well, I phoned up the old fella, told him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes, and he wept as he told me, go ahead with the plan, and not to forget to be a proud Irishman. So I went up to Nellie's beside Fordham Road, and I started to learn about lifting the load. But the healthiest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thoughts of my hometown so dear. I went home that December 'cause the old fella died, had to borrow the money from Phil on the side, and all the bright flowers and grass couldn't hide the poor wasted face of me father. I sold up the old farmyard for what it was worth, and into me bag stuck a handful of earth, Then I boarded the train, and I caught me a plane, and I found myself back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I set foot in Dublin, but the kids know to use the correct knife and fork. But I'll never forget the green grass and the rivers as I keep law and order in the streets of New York. I love this. Love the song. Thank you very much for suggesting it. It's one I had never heard of, and I'm crazy about it. I think oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Hang on for a second while I get my other book out. This coming week, I think it's Monday, is Tisha B'Av. There is a song that I learned when I was a kid, and it's before I was Jewish. And let's see if I can remember it. It was one that I actually sang in a church. Haven't done it for a long, long time. My husband is in the other room, and I can't think for a second. I remember the chorus. Let's see. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, by the waters of Babylon we sat down and wept when we remembered thee, when we remembered thee, when we remembered thee, O Zion. As for our harps, we hanged them upon the trees. They that led us captive required of us a song. Sing us one of the songs of Zion. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, since it is 3:59, I guess I'll start. Begin with Hine Matov. With everything that's going on in Jerusalem and all over Israel, it's hard to think about anything else, truly. Hine matov manayim, shevet kulanu yachad. Hine matov manayim, shevet kulanu yachad. שבת כולנו יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבת כולנו יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת כולנו יחד. טוב ומנעים, שבת כולנו יחד. And I forgot to turn the page for you guys. Okay, the Baruch Hu. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Page 5. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Daniel. You offered your people Israel everlasting love. You offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Israel. Shema, page 6. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Page 7. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Page 8. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivdecha b'vitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. Michal, yes, absolutely. We will pray for Israel's war. I can't listen to the news anymore because it's so skewed to be anti-Israel, and it's painful. It's so painful to listen to. It's painful for them too. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. I am on page 9. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Adonai Elohechem emet. Hi, Sue Marie. Shalom. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Page 11, V'nichamocha. All the miracles that God has given us, I hope He gives us a miracle for this world. Page 12, the Chatzi Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברא חירותי וימליך מלכותי, ויכונו ביום, יכונו חיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעמיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל, שמי קודשה בריחו. לעילמים כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונקמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ויאמרו אמן. Page 14 is the Amidah. It's a silent prayer, and usually on Ma'ariv, at least my synagogue, but we say it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Page 15. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומק נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. שלום רב ישראל לך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל לך, תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך גדול וכל השלום. אתה הוא מלך גדול וכל השלום. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. טוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. Page 17. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברא קרותי